everyone, it's Nilay Timur Bhatti. I hope it's a good day. So today's topic is about how to find a place in a certain neighborhood, in a certain city. These are some universal tips actually, and since I have looked places for myself and in the past for my clients, I think I can give you some advice on this. So, when you are looking in a certain neighborhood, it's best to go to that neighborhood's experts and just tell them your criteria. Since they will have connections with that neighborhood's residents, when something like what you are looking for comes, then they will let you know firsthand, maybe before even it hits the market. So, as you can see, uh, looking for a place is a very local thing, very local activity, and especially in big cities, say talking about Istanbul. When you are looking in Kadıköy, it doesn't make sense to go and get help from a Bakırköy agent. So you should be even probably knowing your neighborhoods in that Kadıköy district town, and then contact those agents who are more dominant in those local neighborhoods, and they'll be able to help you. And just telling them your story, so that it's personalized, so that you are not just a number looking for this or that, but you have a story, so they can maybe ask the right questions to the owner of the house or even the neighbors of that building, whatever the case might be. And however, of course, when you are selling or renting a house of your property, that's a totally different story than quite it's trust. Basically is an important issue here, that you need to be able to trust that agent, that they will get the job done for you. But for looking, this is the most important thing in an agent. I find myself from my personal experience. Now that I am in a situation, I am looking. I wanted to share with you, and also just knowing the school work and what that neighborhood offers you, if it fits your personal life choices. If it's by, I don't know, a sort of a social place, or if it's by a mosque, or if it's by a church, or whatever the case may be. How are you gonna feel about these things in the long term? Just make a nice list. See what is the most important things, like must-haves, what we call. Nice to haves are different actually. Nice to haves, if they are there, good, but if they are not there, not the end of the world. But there are some must-haves for everyone. So just get them clear, and also mention these to the agent, of course. It will give you healthier results. Yeah, and I mean, just know that there is always some negotiation part you can play with, but don't rely on that too much. So you can still look at your range, whatever it might be. Be realistic. Don't waste time. Looking at unrelated places, and don't waste other professionals also time doing this, because their time is important, and respect people's time. And yeah, do your research on the internet pretty well. Especially these days, search engines show you even how the street looks. You can have an idea pretty much. And if it's next to a thing that you have absolutely no tolerance with, then you know that there's no need to go to that place, for example. It's a win-win for everybody. So use the technology, yeah, and do your research. Now your task is: have you ever looked for a place in the past, or will you be looking? What are your criteria? Write them down in English. Explain and what are your must-haves and nice-to-haves. You might even like the place that you live in. Then turn the exercise into what this place needs to have for me to be more comfortable in. I mean, you can just play with the subject. So something to think about. And I hope you liked the little tips that I have just given.